Hi everyone, this tutorial today is going to show you how to assemble our magnetic hanging frame. This uses the calendar pieces, the monthly calendar pieces, and this is the month of June that you see here. Before I get into actually showing you how to string the beads, I want to show you a few tips about the magnets and how to get your sign placed just in the right spot. So if I take these off, once you have your sign already painted and ready to go, you're going to want to place your magnets on your sign like this. It doesn't matter too much where the placement's at. It will be more important when you get to the detailed pieces of the calendar pieces like this one. Okay, but and your monthly calendar pieces do come with magnets. So what you want to do is when you put two magnets together, the face of two magnets together, it shifts just a little bit. They don't line up exactly. So just like you see here, it kind of shifts a little bit. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your magnets together before you attach the sign. Don't attach them to this, attach them to this. Okay, so once I get all the magnets on, see how this one shifted a little bit and this one shifted a little to the right here. So now I have all my magnets on. You're going to peel off the tape, and then what you're going to do is you're going to place one of these in exactly the position you want it on your base square, like so. Okay, and then push it down. So now once you take this up, your magnet is exactly where you want it to be. So now every time you go and stick it to your base piece, it's going to be in the exact position that you want it. Okay, so let's get to stringing the beads. So first you're going to want to take one of your long strings that you have. You have two strings in your kit. So take one of the long strings that you have and place it through the top corner up top here. Leave a little bit of extra there. And then what you're going to want to do is put these two strings together and tie a knot. Now, you don't have to get it really close to the wood frame here. You can leave it a little bit far, a little bit away from there as shown here. Okay, and then you're going to want to start stringing all of your beads onto the twine. Okay, and then when you get to the end here, you're going to want to push these both back through the hole and then place your bead over the top of that knot that you made, so it's not going to show once all your beads are strung onto the string. I'll usually do about 3 beads. Get 3 of them on, placing both of those strings back up through the beads, and then whatever's left over, I'll go ahead and snip off this little extra piece here. I'll go ahead and cut this off. Okay, now go ahead and string all the rest of your beads onto the twine. Okay, I'll try to do this as quickly as possible here. This twine is kind of nice because it doesn't unravel too easily, so it works pretty good for stringing the beads. You can leave your beads either the natural wood the way I have here, or you can paint them a color. You can paint them the same color as your base piece if you'd like. The natural wood is kind of the in thing right now, so I chose to leave my beads in that natural look. So, but you can do whatever you prefer, whatever type of look you're going to go for. So, okay. So I got a few more beads to string here. Okay, and then once you have all these beads onto your twine, you're going to want to pull them all tight, because the tighter you pull it, the tighter your beads are going to be when you're all done. Okay, so I have all my beads on my twine. I'm going to pull them all nice and tight here. Okay, get them as tight as you can. Put your string through the other end of your sign and pull it through. Okay, again, you're going to want to pull this, try to get this nice and tight here. Okay, and then I have put this together without using a needle, but I find that using these craft needles work the best. It's got these nice big eyes on them. And so go ahead and string your twine through the needle and pull it through. Okay, and then you're going to want to go through this first ball, actually through the first 2 balls. Okay, and while you're doing that, like I said, keep your string as tight as possible. Go ahead and pull it tight. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to want to make a loop knot right here so that it doesn't come undone. If you just run it back through all the beads, the weight of the sign is going to pull it eventually out. So you're going to want to make a knot here. So, and then pull it tight. So you can see that knot there. Okay, and then I do it twice. So loop it around again and pull the needle through, and then make another knot in the same spot, just double knotting it. Okay, and then go ahead and go up through those next 2 balls. It's actually easier if you go through 1 ball at a time. Let's do it that way. Okay, pull it tight, and then your knot ends up kind of going inside that 1 bead. Okay, pull it through the 2nd bead, and then I go ahead and I knot it a 2nd time just to give it extra security. So go ahead and run that through again, making a knot. Try to pull it nice and tight. The tighter you get it, the more tighter your finished project is going to be. Okay, so go ahead and pull that tight, and then again I run it through 2 more beads. And then from there, I don't knot it a 3rd time. I just run it back through the beads, just so that I can have the extra security of those strings doubled. Okay, and then you're just going to want to snip off that string at the very end. Okay, so there you have it. There, all the beads are nice and tight. Okay, so to string the bottom one, start with your 2nd string, a new string. Okay, place it through one of your square pieces, your rectangle piece here, and again leave a little extra piece hanging there. Take one of your small beads and place it on. Actually, you're going to take both of your strings here, put them together, and place the bead onto the 2 strings, like so. Okay, pull your long string through, so it's going to look like this. Okay, take a 2nd ball and place it only onto the 1 long string. You don't want to place it onto both strings. So your 2nd ball is just going to go through the 1 string like so. Okay, and then go ahead and place it through the hole in the top of your sign. Okay, and the tighter you keep these beads, again, the tighter your finished project will be, and you won't have any space between your beads. So at this point, once you get it through the top, I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle again. Pull that through, just kind of like so. Okay, and then you're going to go down through just that first bead so that you end up with your string in the middle. And see how far apart my beads are? So I need to get these closer. I need to get them much closer together. So you're going to want to pull all of this together. Pull it tight. If you just pull on the 1 string, it'll tend to cinch them both up together. So now you have both strings in the middle like this. So now you're going to want to tie a knot in the center. And I double knot it. Like so. So you have your knot in the center there. Can you see the knot there in the center? Okay. Now my needle is already still strung, so what I want to do is I'm going to take this needle and I'm going to go up through that top ball so that my strings don't end up in the center, because if I leave them in the center, once I snip those ends off, they're gonna show. So pull them up through the bead, the 1. Okay, so the 1's already through the top of the bead there. Unthread your needle and then thread this bottom string through. because we're going to put this bottom string through the bottom bead. So pull it through to the bottom here. Okay. And then go ahead and snip these. I pull it as tight as you can get it, and then snip off the extra string. Okay. Now you're going to repeat the same process for both of these other two. Okay. So there you have it. Hope this helps. Hope it makes it quick and easy for you to string those beads, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.